I was about to ask this question to everyone in the chat and the set. When should we start judging Ruben Amorim tactics and structure and everything? When?
For me.
When should I sit? When should I sit on the football terrace and start saying you made this mistake? This is wrong. You're doing this wrong. This is going right. When? People in the chat, I want to know. Because Man United. Let me just finish. Because Man United fans say, Mo, oh, you're too early. Oh, people, why you're too early? Don't judge us. Don't judge me. I want to know.
It depends on
you can start to judge.
Before you go.
Yeah, go on.
Before you go,
someone said next year, guys.
Define judge, by the way.
Define judge. 2 questions.
Yeah, like, is it judge as in say what he got wrong in the game, or is it judge saying he's not the right man for Man United? Those are 2 different conversations.
It's too early. It's too early to say he's not the right man for Man United.
What are you saying?
Judge his tactics, his choices in players. Like choice, you know what I mean? Like choices of a lineup, choices of tactics, choices of who plays forward, who plays in the back, stuff like this.
Mo, you can do that now. It's not an issue to make an opinion based on what you're seeing, because right now, if you're in Amorim's shoes, he also has to judge his own tactics. He's also having to make decisions. It's an ongoing thing where you're looking at the manager of what he's doing based on the circumstances that he's faced with in the moment in the game, prior game, and everything else. So you can make judgments, but don't make an overall completed judgment of, because for example, because he brought Rashford off on the bench, it means Rashford's now gone and da-da-da-da-da. You can't make ultimate opinions and finalized opinions off small bits, because the simple fact is the certain circumstance that he's in means that when he's had a transfer window and everything else, these situations will change. So he's in a situation where he's making temporary decisions and also trying to find permanent ones for the short-term future. Therefore, you can judge him, you can make opinions on him, but don't finalize it and go, because he's now started X, Y, Z, he's now a shit manager. Those are those are people who just don't have perspective of just reality. That's an opinion.
So real quick on that, because I look at it in 2 pieces, because if you're going to say when we start judging, for instance, the players he's selecting in the positions or whatnot, I'm not going to judge that for a bit, because right now he's figuring that out. Easy to look at it today and go, Malacia shouldn't be starting. We shouldn't try the Anthony thing. Probably isn't going to be something we're going to do, right? That's an easy thing to say really quickly after the game, but I'm not going to judge and say you made the wrong call, because he's got to figure that out. So I'm not going to get mad at selection of players for a bit, because he actually has to go through the experiment. But then when we talk about the actual system and the tactics, do they work? For me, that's going to be a little bit probably in a few weeks or so, you can start seeing, okay, does this system actually, is he sticking to it? Are we seeing it? The problem we all had with Erik ten Hag was he didn't stick to what we thought he would. So it's I know what you're saying. When do we start saying, does the Amorim system work? I don't think you can actually say, does the Amorim system work, until he has a run.
Yeah. Why is Maresca not getting the same treatment from rivals?
What do you mean?
Yeah, but why is Maresca?
Hang on, Mo. But again, you can't ask from whom? From us?
From us rivals, everyone, not you guys. Hang on. Rivals.
Because they're idiots. We can't. You get that all over. Listen, they're idiots. We aren't accountable for what dickheads online do. The same as you're not. There are. I've seen some gooners today online that are sort of completely disregarding City's injury problems, yet will cry if they have injury problems. And it's tit for tat. They're just idiots. They're babies. Well, no one gave us that excuse, so I'm not going to give nobody else that excuse. I can't be dealing with babies. At the end of the day, like I said it about Big Ange earlier, Big Ange is a great example. I don't think he should be sacked. I think he should be backed. However, I watched him shut a game down in the right moments against City at the weekend, away from home, suffocate the game, make it hard. Tonight, I watched Big Ange's Spurs team remain spread-eagled, open wide, like they're at the dentist, until the 95th minute of the game. So he's 18 months in, so you're almost getting to a judgment point where you're saying, is he or is he not? But I think he's really good in the offensive, but I've seen it too many times where he should shut up shop and be hard to beat to see games through, and he doesn't do it. but I've seen him be able to do it. So I know he's capable. It's a decision he's making. So, for instance, tonight, it wasn't defensively, we looked a little bit fragile with the way we were operating in the system. Ruben made a really brilliant change that made us more dominant in the second half. So my view is you grow from that. If we try a player in a position in this opening month or so, and it doesn't work once or twice, if he keeps doing it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times and it never improves, going to call it out. If we keep having the same problems defensively as we have done in the first half today, and he doesn't change it in the long term, I'm going to end up judging it, because that's what Ten Hag did in the last 18 months. We all saw the holes in midfield. We all saw Ten Hag's island. He literally addressed it in the last 4 games of last season and the FA Cup final, and we won all those games, right? And you go, okay, well, you found the solution here. New season begins. He fucking gets rid of it again. That's more what I'm focusing on. Does he find the solutions to win? Great. Work on them and make them better. You tried player X in this position, doesn't work. Don't do it again. It's 2 games in, so exceedingly small sample size. I'm not going to judge him yet, but I will criticize the things that he gets wrong, and I think that's fair. But we do live in a weird world. We do live in a strange world now where people take criticism as judgment. You know, every time I don't criticize KJ that often because he's very good at his job, but every now and then I'm like, this needs to be a bit better. Because KJ's a real man. He doesn't go, oh, Terry don't like me, he hates me because he said I got something wrong. That's not how grown-ups work. Criticism doesn't equal you're shit at something or you're a horrible person or you should be sacked. It's just this needs to be a little bit better. These things were great. And Man United fans have got to learn I saw someone today put a thread out about a certain Man United fan online and how much he abuses Bruno Fernandes. Put a thread out of all the guys' tweets about Bruno.
I saw that thread.
And there was a few bits in there where he's like, oh, man's a fraud, right? But that's in-game. I've been in stadiums. People say worse. It's like all he did was criticize Bruno. And then he got angry because he took a picture with him and said, that's my midfielder. I criticize loads of players that I like. It's the nature of the beast. I've called some of my favorite players of all time very horrible names in the moment when they've missed chances. You don't mean it. But we live in a very fragile world where everything's polarized. And if you criticize someone, that means you hate them. If you praise someone, you don't think you can do any wrong. And I don't know. I just don't want to get into that with Ruben. We'll criticize him from day one, but I think judgment is many, many, many months away, personally.
To answer that, just very simple, guys. The reality is Ruben Amorim is an experienced manager. He wasn't Arteta. He's not Maresca when he joined. He's like Ten Hag. He is someone who has won league titles, who has brought a team from the trenches all the way up, who has made superstars like Gyökeres. And the reality is, looking from outside, I'm not a rival of Man United, but I don't like Man United. So I'm going to judge Amorim. The reality is, Amorim inherited a squad that you guys, not you, Man United fans, sit on shows and say it's a good team. So I'm judging him in a short time. Not giving him 18 months, not giving him 2 years.
Not 15 years. We have better
A lot of Man United fans say, we have a good team. Our team is as competitive as Chelsea.
So
Amorim's resume is better. Amorim's resume is way better than a Maresca resume. A lot of Man United fans say that. It's simple.
Well, also, I need to call you out one thing though. He's not the same. So I'm going to be quick. He's not got the same resume as Ten Hag. You know why? Because Ten Hag was what, 10, 11, 12 years into management? My man, Ruben, is on 4 years. He's experienced, but not as much as Ten Hag was. Ten Hag took over Ajax, who was 4 years without a trophy. Ruben Amorim took over a team 19 years without a trophy. So it's completely... They're similar, but they are still also very different. That's what I'll just say. Go on.
I mean, you can judge him. You can judge him all you want, but if you're judging him based on what idiots online have said about our squad, that's a madness.
So you guys don't think the squad is good enough now?
Good enough. Hang on. Again. Define good enough. Good enough for what?
Getting top 4, getting top 6 this season.
I think what's getting messed up here is you've heard us say this, and I know what you're referring to. Is that
you know
squad?
Exactly.
No, I know what you're saying. Is that
I know you, Cam? I'm pointing at you. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, we've said our squad is better than 15th or wherever we were sitting with Eric Ten Hag. We've said our squad is far better than not winning in Europe for 18 months. And that is facts. It is, because we're seeing it very quickly. Rude came in. We're seeing it with Emmer. Like, our squad is better than where Eric Ten Hag had brought us.
100%.
No one is saying that our squad is a challenging squad or a top. I'm not even saying our squad's a top 4 side. I think we're going to lose a bunch of games. I don't think we're going to finish top 4, especially with Emmer coming in and trying to make this work. I think we're going to have to lose a lot of games to get there. What you're taking from us saying our squad's better than where we were at is us saying our squad is good. I don't think anybody's come out and said we have a great squad. We just know we have better players than being sat 12th in the Premier League. That's not a crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we've got a squad that is good enough to finish within the top 6, top 7. There's no doubt. There's no doubt here. There's a comment here I want to bring out. It says, Ange played way deeper today, the same as the City
I got to
game.
shoot, guys, man. I'll see you guys soon, man.
Cheers, mate.
Sunshine, good to talk to you, bro.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
One question.
Cheers,
One question. You got a photo shoot coming up or something? The skin's glistening. You got the hair on.
Oh, no, I've just got back from France, bro. I literally just got back. I was in Germany last week for Puma. Big up Puma, by the way. 2-day shoot. We're out there.
Wait,
Yeah,
nice.
it was sick. Yeah. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Show us the Magnum. Show us the Magnum face. Show us the show us.
Nah, let me get off it.
I do a lot of shoots with people. I can tell when someone's, I know.
Yeah. They've been on set. He's been on set. Cheers, mate. This comment here says, Ange played way deeper today, the same as the City game. Terry, the lying rat. Being deeper and being open are two fundamentally different things. Your line sitting deeper, but your whole team not being compact are not the same thing. That's why you were being opened up like a tin of beans today throughout the whole of that second half.
This picture is a Spurs Power Ranger, bro. Like, you can't take that seriously, man.
I think Højlund is very similar qualities to Gyökeres, so I'm confident of Amorim turning Højlund into a quality striker. I hope, bruv. I hope you are right, Sam.
Big
brother.
claim, Sam. Big claim.
It's not a claim. He said he hoped. It's not a claim.
Okay.
A prayer is not a hope. Well, a prayer is a hope. It isn't a claim. Terry and the panel said United have a better defense, Chelsea a better midfield, and then flipped a coin between the attack. Come on now. I do think we've got over.
Wait. Terry said that, maybe.
We have a better defense.
It's really throwing Terry under the bus.
I agree with
that. Don't include me in foolishness when I know it's Master Terry, bro. You know
KJ, do you think we've got a better defense than Chelsea overall?
I said defense, but the flip of the coin between attacks. I
do think it's a flip of a coin. I think Leslie's better than Nad right now, but I think we get our system cooking and people will start changing their minds. So there we go.